progress as a monolithic market. Now, when DXN, when we started many years ago, we started with a dream. Our dream is very simple. Okay, we wanted to be a free person. And DXN, we do not recognize what they call the artificial boundary of the countries. Okay, the earth is belong to us. We want to go to stay in every place. So we like the place, we stay. On the very first day, we put our dream instead of thing. So now, to realize the dream, we need to go to 3 stages. The first stages is a survival stages. You need to survive. If you cannot survive, your system are non-sustainable, no dream is possible. You see, many companies do not even go to this stage. They go for very, very high end. Okay, a lot of this kind of activity, everything, this thing, very colorful, but they do not last because their system are non-sustainable. They do not even survive. Now, you go and take out the MLM magazine. For magazine 3 years, don't read the magazine today. Today, everybody talks so great about themselves. Look at the magazine 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and those companies, they who are in the market, where are they now? Many of them nowhere to be seen. So they don't even go through the survival stage because their system are non-sustainable. So we need a sustainable system. Okay. Now DXN, we are the only MM company we hold 2 chains. One is the supply chains, one is the distribution chains. So we supply our own raw material, we produce it in our own factories, and we distribute in our own marketing system. Marketing like all of you, we distribute. So DXN, we are the only one. Okay, hold the supply chain and hold the distribution chain 100%. This is the most sustainable system. Okay, so for the first phase, we are going there. When we come to the second phase, we need to expand. Expand like mad, keep on expand. Okay, DXN for the past 26 years, I only have one job, to expand the business, period. We don't talk too much. Keep on expanding until today. Almost every corner in the world, you can see DXN now. Okay, so now whenever there is sunshine, there is DXN. So DXN has become a company where the sun never sets. Okay, so we have become now. Now I think we already reached this stage last year. We already reached this stage now. Now when you come to the third stage, now the third stage must link to our dream, Whatever you are talking, whatever we are doing, we want it to be free. Period. That's all. We don't want to be bound by the times. We don't want to be bound by the locality. It's a thing. Many people now they are working. Okay, in the morning they go to office, they punch a card. They work, before they go back, they punch a card. It is a prison system. Then you want to go anywhere, you don't apply for leave, you don't apply for this thing. It's a prison system. Okay, we don't want this kind of life. We want a free life. Okay, where you can go everywhere. So now, many of our leaders, they already achieved that stage. Many now. Okay, they want to go to stay any place they can go. Okay, now the dream of DXN is that in the future, if you like any place, you should go there and settle down without sending a single paisa from Philippines, because you can survive there. Now you become crown ambassador, you go everywhere on this earth, you are crown ambassador. In the future, maybe we have a space station in the moon. You go to the moon, you're still crown ambassador. In the future, maybe we have diplomatic relationship with the ET. You go to Jupiter, you're still crown ambassador. It's universal. It's a universal. That is very, very important. Do not underestimate this. Okay, this thing. Many companies do not have this kind of system. You may be a crown ambassador, you go to other country, they may not recognize you. Okay, this thing. Then you must have foster father, you must sign with someone. There's so much restriction for you to go overseas. Now we have everybody together in the world now. What are we going to do now? So DXN, we started to buy land. You see, before this, DXN, we are a shopless entity. We don't go for shop. We only rent a shop. We don't buy shop. We go everywhere. We started with small office period. We just start. We just do. Okay, we keep it simple. We keep everything in simple. Now, yesterday, I met some of you. DXN, we have a very simple approach to the market. Is our result also simple? No, the result has nothing to do with your approach. The result has something to do with your effort, not your approach. The approach is simplicity, but does not mean that you'll get some small result, some simple. No. Okay, when the thing is simple, you can understand it clearly. When you can understand it clearly, you do it right. When doing it right every day doing it again, every day. After a few years, it's become extraordinary. Understand? The result will become extraordinary. So DXN, we achieve extraordinary through ordinary approach. There's no magic formula in DXN. Okay, but of course, our result is a magic. Now, this few days, the newspaper in Malaysia, they started to report on DXN now. They never realized there's a $1 billion MLM company that is happening in Malaysia. You see, now we become number 1 in Malaysia. The number 2, we are 4 times larger than them. 4 times larger than number 2. Okay, so the number 2 do not even come near to us now. That's why we become a huge company now. We become a large company now. This few days I am having some good chatting with DXN's member now. Then they say, okay, we are such big company now, but we doesn't feel big. There are many people still don't know DXNs. Okay, there are still people who doesn't understand about DXNs. I say this is a good thing. This is a good news. When people don't understand us, people doesn't know us, then you have the chance to sponsor. If everybody know about DXN, finish for your marketing. You go to sponsor someone, say, oh DXN, my uncle has joined. Oh DXN, my brother has joined. No way you can sponsor a new member. That's why let us keep it low profile. Don't what they call. Don't over excite the market. Okay, let the market grow gradually. Okay, sustainable. So DXN, you have many years to come to become a big company. Then this year we're going to do a few things. We started to buy land, huge piece of land. Because last year, 2 things happened. The first thing is that our sales of coffee has crossed 50%. So DXN is not only a Ganoderma company, we are also a coffee company now. Cheers, drink coffee also become millionaire. Remember? Okay, this is our motto in Philippines. And this motto in Philippines now spread what we call throughout the whole world. Cheers, drink coffee. So you become millionaire. So now in China also, we already buy a lot of tea plantation. Then we are going to come up with matcha tea, orchard tea, all the sort of ABC tea. A lot of tea is coming out. So in the future we say, cheers, drink tea also can become millionaire. Okay, so through this simplicity, through this simple products, our member become millionaires. So you can see the powerful of our system. Our system is very powerful. Okay, now you have become the top leaders in the market now. What's the difference between you and the leaders of other MLM company? Many of DXN leaders, they still feel that we are lack of glamour. We are not so colorful, like others leaders. Because the leaders of other MLM company, when they come with stuff. Okay, they come with fun fair. But remember, if you want to do in Star, you want to do in fun fair, there is a cost behind that. And it's very costly. Okay, and you all the time, have to be very conscious of your status. Okay, DXN we don't care, with the t-shirt we can go to anywhere. Okay, with what they call, with the zine also we go anywhere. Okay, we are happy, go very lucky. This thing. So you as a leaders in DXN, you do not need to spend a lot of effort. You do not need to spend a lot of money to maintain your status quo. To maintain your status quo. Recently, there's one leaders from company A. He already 30 over years company A, the big company. in Malaysia, company A, you know, what is the American company? He joined DXN. I asked him, why you joined DXN? He said, I feel tired as a leader in company A. You have to sit upright. You have, every time you must come with funfair. When you go to the stage, you must do this, you must do that, and you must always wear coat. You cannot wear t-shirt, you know. Okay, my goodness, after 3 years, after 5 years, if you are like that, I guarantee you, after 5 years, you become very, very tired. DXN, we are natural approach now. We never feel tired. For the past 26 years, I broke a world record for sure. I seldom stay in a place more than 3 days. Always on the move, on the move, on the move. No. This thing. But now I think it's too much traveling for me. Okay, so it's time for me to settle down a little bit. Okay, now I come to Philippines, I come to everywhere. We started to promote the Sunyata movement. What do you mean by Sunyata? Tomorrow morning, Sunyata means emptiness. You must be wondering, no, why we preach emptiness. It's very simple, no? When you use a handphone, okay, when your handphone hang, what do you do? When your handphone hang, what do you do? Okay, you reset your handphone. Okay, just like just now I set my times, you know. It hang, you know. So now I reset it again, so that I know what I am doing now. This thing. You reset your handphone. Okay, so when you reset your handphone, it started to tick again. Okay, so you need to reset your handphone. Now, a simple question to all of you. In our life, no, there are many things happening in our life. Sometimes make it happy, or most of the time make it happy. So you have a lot of negative, no, deposit inside your mind. So after some time, somehow we doesn't feel happy. Sometimes we doesn't feel okay, no. Can you reset your mind? This is a basic thing, no, we are asking. Can you reset your mind? Okay. If you wanted to reset your mind, okay, you need to put everything back to zero. Then you restart again. And that we call Sunyata. This is the thing. So in our practice, okay, we are going to use neutral thinking to replace the agitated thinking. That's all. Okay, something neutral. Okay, so we teach you reverse counting. We teach you how to set up. Your mind is everything. You see, in the first day, when DXN say one world, one market, everybody is laughing, you know. Okay, this thing. We say low maintenance. We are the first company go for 100 ppm low maintenance. No, we are the only one go for very low maintenance. People are laughing, no. We start a low maintenance. We start a small company. How can you do one world, one market? How can you capture the market? People are laughing. Today, we are the last to laugh. You see, one world, one market. Now everybody take for granted. Whenever I go, there's other MLM owner, our CEO, they always have a cup of coffee. They always ask me one question. Dr. Lim, how can you manage to endorse one system throughout the whole world? It's not possible, because when they wanted to in one system, every country they oppose. They fight with them. They tell them, if you don't change the system, we will not join your company. So they ask me, Dr. Lim, if people tell you, if you do not change the system, we will not join your company, how do you answer them? I answer them, the meeting is over. Get up. We are not going to discuss. This system are non-negotiable. System are non-negotiable. You join the DXN. Okay, this thing. You already get used to the system, no. Then suddenly we change, you know. Then you have to start over again. No such thing in the DXN. We go for sustainability. Okay. You see, many American companies, at first they sell product A. After a few years, they change to product B. Then you have to learn everything again, no. Then they come to third year, they come to product C. DXN, the first day you sell Ganoderma, sell coffee. After 5 years, you're selling coffee. After 10 years, you're selling coffee. After 26 years, you're still selling coffee. And you become more and more proficient. You have more and more people, you become expert in this area. Nobody can match you when it comes to selling the products of Ganoderma and coffee. These are things. You need a very strong mind to keep the system unified. Like recently, the Uzbekistan, very difficult to pronounce. Uzbekistan, they come to this thing now. Then they started to comment on our system. I say stop there now. Our system, not to say to change the system, no. Even comment it, we also will not allow any comments. Either you take it or you get out on a contrary. Are you take it or leave it or not? If you do not accept our system, the discussion is over. We're not going to waste time on you, no. So our mind are very firm. This is Sunyata. This is because we can face the losses, we don't care. When in the beginning, when DXN started, I told you the story of DXN. DXN are not found in 1993. DXN is found in 1992, October. Still remember? How much sales? October, November, December. How much sales do you have? Zero. No sales. How many members? No member. No sales, no member. So when we look at 1992, we become very frustrated. We shut out the way. So sayonara, 1992. So we go for 1993. Many people want to change our system. They say no, like this. We planted Ganoderma in Malaysia. You say you should not plant Ganoderma in Malaysia. You should get a Ganoderma from China. You should get a Ganoderma from Taiwan or from this thing. We do not want your Ganoderma. No? We never heard of Ganoderma in Malaysia. No? But we stick with it. No? We stick with it. Whether people accept it or not is not our problem. It's their problem. We already tested. Our system is good. So if someone do not want to accept our system, whose problem is that? Their problem. Remember, it's not our problem. Okay, at night I sleep sorry. Good system, you get good people. Finish. Okay. Good people who do not accept the good system, it may not be as good. So forget about them. We go for natural approach. Sunyata. Okay. We market without marketing. What do you mean by market without marketing? Okay, we go and talk to 10 people. Okay, 3 people join us. Okay, they are our supporter. 3 people, they are always against us. And 4 people are sitting on the fence. So it's our 3, 4, hearing. Okay, we have no emotion to the market, Okay, if you want 3 members, you talk to 10 people. If you want 30 members, talk to 100 people. Period. As simple as that. It is a statistic operation. It is a statistic game. Why DXN go to so many countries? The more country you go, the more sales you get. Simple logic. This thing. The more line you get, the better is your future. This thing. So one line, just like Lafayette, when he go to this, when he's in Europe, I still remember his speech very much. You say when you drive, single lane is better or double lane is better. Double lane is better than single lane. Okay, 20 lane is better or 2 lane is better. Oh boy, 20 lane is better. Okay. So when you become a Crown Ambassador, you have 20 lanes. Then you know what he told the market? I think 40 lane is better than 20 lane. So you go for 40 lane. You want to become a double Crown Ambassador. Okay, so he asked me, Dr. Lim, do you have double Crown Ambassador? I said, Crown Ambassador is the top. We do not have anything more than that. But there's no limit of how many lines you can go. You want to go 100 lines? Go ahead. Nobody going to stop you. Only you yourself can stop yourself. Nobody can stop you. It's a thing. So you need to take things lightly. You need to take things softly. Okay, this thing. So in DXN, people join us. Okay. Some people happy, they stay. Some people not so happy, they leave. So when they leave, we never go and bother them. We never keep on telephone them, ask them for meeting. No. So even when you join DXN, sometimes we also doesn't bother you. You want to come for meeting, you come. If you don't come for meeting, so nobody bother you. We are the only MRM company practice this kind of approach, natural approach. You see, we go for farming. You all have heard the spirulina farming? Okay, when we cultivate the spirulina, it's coming from outside Malaysia, no? Okay, so when we cultivate them in the lab, this is very comfortable in the lab. So when we put to the wall, almost all disappear now. Almost all died, but there's still a few left, no? So we take that, we go to the lab, we multiply again. So we throw to the wall again. It died again. We take again 7 months. After 7 months, it survived very, very well. Okay, this is the thing. And it becomes very intelligent, you know. How intelligent is DXN's spirina? So we use the net to screen it. So we get all the big spirina, the small one, we put it back to the pond. After 1 week, when we screen, we get no spirina. All the site becomes small. They know how to adapt to the environment. Okay, they are very, very intelligent. So when we harvest, we make sure that we harvest all, no? So none of them will survive. Go back and tell the other spirina what happened to them. Okay, and our spirina survive in all sorts of water. In fresh water, it survive. In this in the sea water, it survive. In this brackish water, it survive. And in hot weather, it survive. In cold weather, it will survive. We go to India, it's so hot, you know, 40 degrees now. You ask Rajesh, and multiply like that, you know. When we go to China, it's so cold in this thing. It also multiply like that, you know. This thing. So we set up very huge plantation in China now because our spirina super strong. Just like you, we throw the bucket. Okay, some survive, some don't survive. You survive one, we throw again to the market. Some survive, some do not survive. Eventually, those who survive the end are super strong. Okay, this is okay. So that's why I tell you the mango story. Still remember that? So when we travel in Philippines, on the way to Manila, this thing, we saw all the mango trees. It remind me of the mango, this thing. Many times people ask me, Dr. Lim, why don't you, these people have left DXN, no? Why don't you pull them back, you know? This thing. If DXN is so good, why people left DXN? This is the thing. So we tell them the mango story. So when the mango is flowering, the whole trees are full of flower. The whole tree become white color, become yellow color. So when the rain comes, when the wind comes, many flowers will drop to the ground. Is a farmer worried? Farmer is not worried. It's a natural. Sometimes small mango will form. Okay, after the rain comes, the typhoon comes, this thing comes, many small mango drop to the ground. The small mango must drop to the ground. If the small mango do not drop to the ground, you get no mangoes. All because so small, no? Okay, it becomes cherry mangoes, very small. No such thing. Nobody will buy your mangoes. Okay, this thing. So because of the small mango drop to the ground, so what is left will be the big sweet mango. The same thing with all of you. Now you are the big mangoes. You are the sweet mango. You are the strong mango. I have been traveling for the past 26 years now. So yesterday I'm discussing with Rajesh, discussing with Divya. Instead of come to see you, next time you come to see me. Okay, so maybe we spend 2 or 3 days together. Otherwise, I only half an hour, 1 hour to you, no? This thing. So DXN, we started to establish safari. Okay, safari. So DXN in Malaysia, we established 4 safari. One we already bought, one resort is called Boulder Valley. Boulder means stone. Boulder Valley is glamping. You all go internet, you buy the thing, very costly. In the forest, we put in the glamping camp. Okay, the camp is a luxurious camp. You have aircon, you have this bathroom, you have bed, you have everything very comfortable. This the thing. Okay. Now, one night to stay in the camp is 500 ringgit. Yeah. By right, this type of camp is 1,000 or 2,000 ringgit. You know, I go to Cambodia. The camp is worse than us. It costs 700 USD. Okay, almost 2,000 ringgit. Is a thing. So, but we are going to sell the member only half the price. 250 ringgit. Okay, 7,000. So, but you need to buy one lot. Okay, 7,500 ringgit. You multiply by 10 or 12, then you get peso. Okay, about $1,800. Okay, then you have 30 days of stay. 30 days are free, you know. You can choose any time of the year, anytime. So we extend it for maybe 10 to 20 years. Okay, you can stay. So they say, if every year you come to Malaysia, you spend 3 days with me, then you can do it for 10 years. Okay, or you can rent it out for a member, then you should just 500 ringgit, not 250. So you can make some money on that. And in Philippines, we are going to establish this also. We have a few pieces of land. We study on that. Okay. Then in Thailand, we are also going to establish that. So in Indonesia, we are going to establish that. In India, we are going to establish that. So in the future, there will be one world, one family. Okay. So whenever we travel, you can follow me. Maybe to Thailand, to Indonesia, to Indonesia. So this India now, we take 100 acres of land in city pits. So we are building 50 chalet. Okay, 50 chalet. Okay, now I will stay in a place and I started to coach Sunyata meditations. Now come back to Sunyata meditations. Sunyata meditation is not a religious activity. In this meditation, we teach you nothing. We have no teaching. You come as A, you go back as A. We never try to convert you or change your thing. Only thing is that we want you to train your mind so that you can reset your mind. So that your mind can become stable. You see, DXN, we are facing so much trouble. So every year, every time. But every time now, we are able to expand now, as though nothing happened to us. Why? Because every time we can reset our mind. We don't care now. This thing. So yesterday, when Divya said that when people threaten us, we are fearless. We are not fearless. We have no feeling. So when people show the gun to us, people just think we have no feeling. And we whack them back, We whack them back. They have feeling. Then they back off. Okay. DXN, those who people try to challenge us, I have told you many stories, but even in Philippines, we never back off. We never back off. We face them and we whack them back. And we always win. Because we have no feeling. Sunyata means emptiness. Emptiness doesn't mean that you get zero result. It has nothing to do with the result. It's a kind of approach. As I told you, your result is based on your effort. Nothing to do with the theory, nothing to do with the approach. The approach may be simplicity also sunyata. We put everything simple. We don't want complication. This thing is also a sunyata approach. It's also a very simple approach. This thing. When the thing is simple, we can always start all over again. When we are facing problem in India, okay, where what we call the Daxen, they refuse to follow the instruction of the HQ. Okay, then they use abusive language to the members. They never communicate with the members. Then they just ask the member to go. They set up some resort. Ask the member to come to the resort. Whether you come or not, deduct your bonus. You should not do that in MLM. Bonus must, you agree, I agree, then we deduct. How can I say that? You have to come to my glamping. If you do not come to my glamping, every month I deduct $200 for you. No such thing. We never do that. Okay. So after many communication with them, they refuse to comply. What we do? We destroy everything and we review everything in India. Destroy all. Okay, this is the thing. So the member have to rejoin the DXN. So our sales drop 50%. Never mind, we don't care. Okay, now the sales 4 to 5 times bigger than before. That's it. You must have enough courage to start everything anew. You don't worry. Of course, for you, there's no question of starting anew. Our system are very stable. This thing. So you see, we produce our own raw material, and our price are very, very stable. Not like many American companies, they buy the roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. So now we're going to opt for the safari. This time is not like Africa. Africa we fail because everybody have rifle. So when they drunk, they simply shoot for fun and shoot at our staff. So I cancel everything. Then they told me this is common in Ethiopia. I said I do not care. I do not want my profit stained with blood. No way. We will not accept this. This thing. So we pay some compensation to the workers. I closed it down. Of course, I lost a lot of money. But never mind about money. Okay, whatever we do, there must be a red line. Anything cross the red line, we will not go. We throw it away. This thing. No matter how big is the losses, because it do not comply with our principle. This thing. Whatever money they must make, it must be clean money. Okay, it must be without too much sweat or blood. No such thing. So we want a clean one. Okay. So in Malaysia now we have a huge piece of land. Okay. Now we are going to build a huge settlement there. Okay. So hopefully that we can get all the leaders throughout the whole world. We can come and stay for a few days every year. We can stay together. Okay. Now we can do that in Malaysia. We can do that in India, in Philippines, definitely. We can do that. We find a few people there. And recently I come back from Cambodia. So they allocate seaside, a big piece of land, 4,000 hectares. Okay, and we want to gazette it as duty free zone. Have you ever go to Langkawi before? Langkawi is a duty free zone. Okay, so now they assess the land as $50 per square meter. One big gazetted easily you go to $200. So we are going to have a crowdfunding so that you all can invest your money into this crowdfunding and guarantee by DXN or my personal guarantee. Then Cambodia also give us one offer. If we can get an investor who invest 250,000 USD, we will offer them passport. And this will be twin passport. I mean, you need not forgo your passport. But for Filipino, for Malaysia, of course, there is no incentive for that. But for your downlines, who are from India, or from Middle East, or from Europe, this is a great incentive. Because many of the downline overseas, they like Philippines, they want to come to stay in Philippines. No way they can come and see, because Philippines do not offer long-term visa to this visitor. You understand? Even Malaysia, you don't give them long-term visa. Okay, even Thailand is this thing. So what should they do? Maybe they should get one passport. Okay, then you're free to stay in any part of the thing. And we are going to make this into a products. 250,000, you please multiply by 5,000, you see how much money you're getting. It's 12.5 billion, 10 times our sales. Okay, if you go there, definitely DXN will become top 10 for sure. This considered as sales. Consider as sales. These are the thing. So now, these are the future development of DXN. So I request you, okay, continue with the traditions. No need to worry, okay, and don't expect miracles from DXN, okay. If you want to see any result in your group, then you have to put on the effort. In Sunyata training, we also train you the principle of cause and effect. You do the cause right, do the effect will be right. You see, DXN, we never focus on result. We never dream that one day we become $1 billion company. Okay, we never dream that one day we become number one in Malaysia. We never dream that one day we will become a top ML company in the world. We only work and work and work. So we are focused on the work rather than focused on the result. Because the more effort you put into the work, the greater will be the result. This is a very simple theory, You do not need astrologer, you do not need a Mahaguru to teach you this thing. The more effort you put into something, the more result you're getting at the end of the day. It has nothing to do with the approach, it has nothing to do with your sunyata or non-sunyata, simplicity or non-simplicity, nothing to do with your approach. So the simplicity is the approach, it's a tangible approach. Okay, this thing. Sunyata, the emptiness, the one is a mental approach. Remember, your mind is everything. When your mind is right, your life is right. When your mind is out, your life is out. When your mind is bad, your life will be ruined. This thing. So training of mind is very, very important. Okay, but I do not train your mind also. I just ask you to blend your mind. Okay, so that you can reset your emotion, so that you can reset your mind. That's all. There's no theory, There is no theory. So I hope all of you can understand the approach for this thing. Okay. So I actually they give me 1 hour, but I think our message is very short. I do not need 1 hour to explain this concept. So we better stick to simplicity. So I have nothing much to say. Keep continue doing until one day DXN become number one in the world. So, thank you very much.
Once again, DXN Founder and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Lim Siow Jin. Maybe you would like to call Dr. Lim on stage, in front, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And of course, our COO and Sir Devia, our IMD, to give the garland for our, of course, founder and CEO, Dr. Lim Siow Jin. Of course, Sir Jimmy Gidding also. And Mr. Mark Pitt and Joylyn Lopez, our crown ambassadors.
Okay, everyone, thumbs up.
One more okay, thumbs up.
Okay, one more. 3,000.